Look at what's going on in a lot of the inner cities, Chicago, Baltimore, New York, and the black on black crime is, out of control.
Let's talk about that.
How do you grapple with that?
Let's talk about that.
Dude, we got Mike Rashid here.
First of all, the violence in Chicago is not as bad as people think it is, right? For one. And you talk of black on black crimes.
Yeah.
There's black men, righteous black men in Chicago with suits on, no weapons, protecting these neighborhoods. Nobody else is doing it. We're protecting our own thing. We commit crime against each other because we live amongst each other. If you pull up the FBI database, white on white crime is worse than black on black crime because there's more white people, so y'all commit way more crimes against your people. People commit crimes in the neighborhoods they live in.
No doubt. I agree. People are going to do what they do. Like, bro, you get in more car accidents.
You my boy. You got to stop saying that because that shit is like so like low level.
That's not
bro.
like Adam's talking point.
No, but you're saying it.
You can pull up crime.
You're saying it, bro.
Yeah.
As if all races don't commit crimes against their races.
100%. You're absolutely right.
Why are people talking about black on black like we just hate each other? And we could talk about the hatred that we do have with each other. We could talk about that.
Explain that then.
We were taught that.
Okay.
By white people.
Okay. Explain. Yeah. Get into it.
Okay. Many years ago, we were kidnapped, human trafficked, brought against our will.
Yeah.
To the Americas, right? To work for free under bondage, under the condition of slavery, right? We were beaten psychologically, spiritually, physically, every way, sexually, every way you can imagine, right? We were put against each other on plantations. Y'all know what a cracker is? You ever heard the term cracker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a cracker?
White guy.
That's it? What do you think? What do you say?
Yeah.
Nope. A cracker is the person on the plantation that whips other people. And a cracker was black. They intentionally made black people whip black people, so black people hate black people, right? They intentionally put some of the black people in the house and some of them outside, right? So these on the inside hate the ones on the inside.
Yeah.
The outside hate, because they're like, y'all some sellouts, y'all some suckers. These on the inside thought they were better than the ones on the outside. Like,
right.
you filthy niggas,
right?
Right? So this was not our design, right? We didn't say, hey, let's hate each other. We were taught that, right? We're 3-4 generations out of slavery. A lot of people will say, man, y'all talk about slavery. Bro, it was not that long ago, right? For one, everybody's talking about race, racial politics. We didn't invent the concept of race. Europeans did. Let's not be fooled. So we have to talk about it. We didn't want that. We didn't even know what that was. Y'all invented it. Y'all put it, spread it across the world. Now it's a problem. It has to be addressed, right? It has to be addressed. But oftentimes, people who have articulated the injustices, they don't want to hear about what they did. Like, come on, man, that was so long ago. No, it's not. It's not. It literally wasn't long ago. This was one of the most recent atrocities in human history. And there was not even like any, of course it's not justified. It did so much for America. America would not be what it is without that, right? For so many reasons I can get into if you want. But we were not apologized to, and we weren't even thanked. And we weren't even paid for our labor. And yet America is a welfare state for other places who America did nothing to. But America does go and give aid and give reparations to everywhere else that America has destroyed, right? So yeah, we have to talk about. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't give a fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm rich, and I still want my reparations back.
So you
and I don't want nobody telling me what to do with it. Just run me my bag.
You believe in reparations?
No, I don't believe anything. I know that reparations is due and it's fair.
Okay, so
it's not even fair, but it's the least that can be done.
So I'll give you a little glimpse into a conversation that I had. This was in 2020.
Yeah.
And I was talking with a hardcore MAGA type guy. And again, I'm pretty moderate. You don't know this about me, but growing up, I was obsessed with the Civil War. I was in sports, chicks. Dude, it just, what do you mean? It was like in America here, I love America. My family had to escape Russia, Bolshevik Revolution, then the Holocaust, came into America. In America, I loved it. My dad loved JFK, all this, the whole thing, and I loved Lincoln, all this. And then I started learning. I was like, I saw the movie Glory. That's what it was. Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman. You see that movie?
No.
Oh, bro.
I'm not a big fan of
these
kind of
Glory.
I know what it is. I'm not a big fan of like American
Matthew Broderick.
Glory.
Like it was the
I'm
first.
not a fan of like white American Glory when black people.
No, this was
I'm sorry. I don't know
the first black infantry to fight in the Civil War, dude. And there's a famous scene of Denzel crying, dude. It's powerful as hell. So the point is this: I empathize with this, and I started having a conversation with this guy, meaning like I'm an ally to you.
Okay.
Like you hear the LG, the P, the T. I'm an ally. It's like I don't know what the fuck that means.
Right.
But I was an ally. I was like, dude, what the hell was this all about? And I start getting an argument with this guy, and he goes, "Yeah, it wasn't just the blacks, bro. It was a white guy, MAGA guy." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "The Irish had it bad too." I said, "What?"
He's right.
So he's like, "The Irish, this, that, the other." Now I go, "Bro, I don't know much about the Irish. I'll do my research. But I don't get, like, this is me being emotional. I don't know what are you about to say? The Irish didn't have as bad as this, as the black guys in the country."
That's a fact.
He goes, okay. So then we went down the slippery slope. He goes, and now he's basically, like, if we had this conversation on camera, canceled, you're racist, you're this. But I'm like, for me, I'm like, this conversation we're having now, I'm like, I want more of this.
Right.
I want a black Muslim man teaching a white Jewish guy. This is what I think, and me pushing back and saying,
black
this
God.
and that. We need more of this. What?
Yeah, black God.
There it is.
Yeah.
So I say to him, I go, what are you trying to say right now? He goes, there's been slavery in every corner of the earth. He goes, your Jews were enslaved in Egypt for 1,000 years. Oh, yeah, I knew that. So in America today, here's what I've learned. You tell me, say, Adam, you're wrong.
Let's talk about it.
You're absolutely right. In America, blacks are mistreated. The whole conversation about systemic racism, no doubt. But then there's also like the other thing of how long are you going to perpetuate that? What's the time frame? Meaning, you know, victimhood or victim culture, if you play into that too long, man, that's tough to get out of.
Let's address that.
So how long can you basically relish in that and live in that with that? Because there's some black people like out there, like, he's like, yeah, no, I'm not. I do what the hell ever I want. I'm not enslaved. I do what the hell I want. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not in chains. I'll do what I want. I'm not like, you're not going to victimize me. I don't care, whatever. A lot of people think like that. Morgan Freeman even said that. Where do you grapple with, yo, I want my reparations. I want my payback. But yo, bro, I'm free. I do what the hell I want. I'm a millionaire. I don't give a shit. How do you grapple through that?
I am free. I'm a free man. I'm a free thinker. I'm an independent, sovereign person, right? And I am a millionaire many times over. But I still want my bag. And I'm not a victim. My ancestors were victims, right? If my ancestors were not victims, I might be a billionaire right now in Timbuktu. I might be the ruler of Mali right now. I might be the ruler of Kemet. Who knows? I might have never been living in cold weather like I grew up in New York. That's not my culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there should be reparations because there was an abhorrent history-altering event that took place at my people's expense that nobody reconciled. So that for people to say you holding on to a victim, no, I'm holding on to truth that things that happen in history. I'm not a victim. It didn't happen to me, right? Happened to my ancestors. And y'all need to run our bags like you do for everybody else, right? If I run you over in the street in my car, right? And let's say you die, I still gotta pay your family whatever I gotta pay your family, right? I owe y'all money. I owe you restitution for what I've done to you, right? Now let's go back, before I address that, let's go back to the Irish guy, right? Irish people got treated like shit, 100%. Irish people were slaves. There were slaves everywhere in all nations of the earth, right? But chattel slavery is unique to what Arabs did to us and what whites did to us. There was no chattel slavery in other places, right? Slavery was a normal thing. You might owe a debt, or you can't pay me. You have to be my indentured servant for however long to work that off, right? Or you are on the other side and we're at war and we catch y'all. Y'all gonna work for us for free, right? And then at some point you get your freedom or whatever, or maybe you're not. But the chattel slavery, we were literally branded like animals. We had to wear white people's names on us, right? Green, John, Johnson. These are not our names, right? Everything, all of these things that we had to do, man, like, yeah, we got to talk about this, bro. We are not going to just act like it didn't happen, because that's some bullshit, right? Imagine if they did that with your people. That would be bullshit, right?
Of course.
Okay, so that happened to my people here in America. My people in the Congo, 20 million of us was killed in the Congo by Leopold II, right? 20 million by Belgium, right? They don't even talk about that. And that's not a disputed number. And then in addition to the 20 million, the other guys, like, because they wanted to save bullets, they would cut the men's hands off. And in agricultural times, what good is a man without his hands? There's no technology for fucking cyborg hands. This is what happened to my people, none of which have ever been addressed in a meaningful way. You probably didn't. I bet y'all didn't even know about Leopold killing 20 million,
Belgium. Yeah, I know.
20 million blacks.
Well, this
in
is
Africa.
all part of the colonialism, imperialism, and there's a lot of countries that, you know, Britain, France, Netherlands.
Run the bag.
Yeah, I mean.
Run the bag.
So,
Run the bag.
dude, I can talk to you about.
We got the money.
I can talk to you.
They just print money. During COVID, they print mad money.
We learned about modern monetary theory.
They print mad money. Print my money.
Dude, Rashid.
Who do I talk to get my money?
Yeah.
Who do I talk to? So, who do I email? You know what I'm saying?
Here's where I want to go with the last question, because we got to wrap up in the next 10 minutes.
Before you go on, what do you think about what I said, honestly?
What do I think about?
I think you're a good person, right?
Okay, ask me the question.
And I think you can understand, like, objective truths, right? Not ideologies.
Sure.
What do you think about the facts that I just stated? The fact that, let's forget about, I'm not going to talk about Congo, all these other things, but what do you think about the fact that Africans from Western Africa was brought over here and forced into servitude?
I'll give you an answer.
No, hold on. Let me finish it.
Yeah.
And we're tricked into fighting into these wars to help America become sovereign, right? Other Africans in Haiti fought off Britain, Spain, and then France.
Yep.
Peep this. A lot of people don't know this. Bankrupted Napoleon, right, from these wars. So Napoleon had to sell, because at the time, the United States was small. It was a strip, 13 colonies, right? Louisiana belonged to France. Back then, America was like Europe, a bunch of countries, right? So Louisiana was not just Louisiana. Louisiana went all the way up the middle of the country.
The Louisiana Purchase, Thomas Jefferson.
All the way up to Canada. You know why that happened? Because Haiti beat the shit out of France.
Touvesson, what was his name?
Yes.
What was his name?
You said it right.
Yeah. With the French accent, too.
They bankrupted France. Yeah. France had to sell Louisiana to America for dirt cheap. Can you pull up how much America bought Louisiana from France for?
The Louisiana Purchase, I want to say.
That made America a superpower.
I want to say $30 million. I'm going to guess.
Maybe. That position.
I'm going to guess.
But listen,
let's see if I paid attention in history class.
That positioned America
Louisiana
to be a superpower.
Purchase.
$15 million.
I doubled it.
$15 million.
I would have given you 30.
Even if it was $340
million. But this
million.
is in 1803. This is like 15 trillion
Hold on.
now. Yeah.
But no, it's not. It's $340 million today.
Okay, gotcha. There we go.
See, we gotta be accurate with the things we say.
All right.
You think half of America is worth $340 million? That's still a robbery.
I mean, we're a $27 trillion economy.
Okay. So that's because of black people from Africa. You feel me? That was brought over here. They didn't ask to come over here.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now we here. We were brought here. We were taught race. We didn't invent race. We had no concept of race. Race is not scientific, right? It was created to perpetuate colonization, colonialism, right? All of these things happen. America is now the Dons. So what do we do now? Honestly, what do we do?
Okay. I'm going to answer your question. We got to wrap up at 6:15.
All right.
So this is actually bringing everything back together. And then I'm going to give you some homework.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
So the first conversation we had was about being an ideologue versus being a pragmatist.
Okay.
Right?
This is what I want you to do.
Hold on, brother. Let me get this out.
Let's make the rules, though. Let's make the rules. I asked a direct question.
Yes.
Just give me a direct answer. Because, look, I don't want you to keep going, playing mental jujitsu, and then we never get back to it.
I'm coming right to you.
Let's go.
I'm coming right to you.
Let's go, baby. Come on, Adam.
Ideologue.
Okay.
I believe this is what we need. I believe this is
I don't believe anything, but go ahead.
No, okay. Well, you believe in this? You believe in reparations?
No, I know facts.
Okay.
I know what's fair.
Okay.
I know that when people hurt somebody else, they have to have some form of atonement.
So
that's normal. That's reciprocity. Listen, you cannot have day without night. This universe does not exist without reciprocity. All right. So let's just keep that. That's a fact. But go ahead.
Well,
it's not a belief.
Polarity
no beliefs.
is real. Man,
There's
woman.
no beliefs. I have no beliefs.
Sun, moon, everything. I'm with you on that.
I have no beliefs, brother.
So reparations. Ideological, pragmatic. So ideological is like, this is what I believe. Pragmatic is like, yo, here's a plan.
Right.
So what I would do, because you see stuff in California right now, because they propose this in California. They're not proposing it in the South, where maybe it should be the number one place they should
I don't
do
know
it.
If you know that.
Those were the slave states. What they did propose this in California,
I
San
don't know
Francisco.
if you don't know if you. I don't know if it's true that they have not proposed that.
I've
in the
heard
South.
zero proposals, and I cover
You've heard
politics.
None. You heard none, but you don't know.
If it didn't make the
specific
news,
reasons.
then I don't know the secret that's going
Just
on.
say you don't know, because that's fair, right? That's
I'm saying I have not heard of any.
Right, or you don't believe.
No, I have not heard of any.
Okay.
I have heard.
Yeah.
Pull up San Francisco reparations.
Yeah, no, I understand. You haven't heard of any.
I haven't heard of any.
I got you.
Show me Alabama.
No, that's an accurate statement.
Show me
That's what I'm
Mississippi. Show me South
I
Carolina.
don't know. I'm not saying they did.
What?
San Francisco reparations.
But none of that matters.
REP.
I just want you to answer the question.
So what I'm saying is, okay, scroll down and put news.
we got 5 minutes. I need that answer, brother. We got 5 minutes.
San Francisco
dude.
apologized to black residents for decades of policies. California wasn't a slave state. California wasn't a slave state. It was a free state. It wasn't even. It was California became a state in what, 1849? That's why it's the 49ers, the gold rush out there.
Okay.
So what I would say is, I'm on your team. Let's say I want to be on your team. Yo, Mike, let's make this shit happen. Where's the plan?
Okay,
Where's the plan?
Okay.
Because
I'll tell you.
Hold on. Hear me out, and then I'm gonna give you the final word.
All right.
Ready?
Go for it.
Your book that's coming out. What's it called?
The Divine Quintessence, or the Q.
When does it come out?
I don't have an exact date yet, but we're gonna have that soon.
In the next year?
Yes.
But it's
indeed.
gonna be on paper.
Yes.
Correct. And why are you putting it on paper?
So people can have a tangible book.
And what's importance of tangibility?
I don't know. I don't know what you're getting at.
But the reason that you're coming out with the book is so people, yo, this is what's going on. This is Mike's thing. This is Mike's thing. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'll co-sign, yo, this is what I want to do. Show me the reparations pamphlet. Dude, I'm with you. I'm an advocate. I'm an ally.
Okay.
But if you're like, Adam, what do you think?
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
certain states, so do the northern states need to pay even though they were free states?
Hold on.
I believe in this because I care so much about this. And because the Jewish people are wronged, black people are wronged. Show me a plan. I'll co-sign it. Go ahead.
Talk about it.
Last word.
You can't have a plan without agreeing that reparations need to be paid. So let's deal with what comes first, right? Do you think that we should give reparations?
I think in a form, yes. How big, how wide, to who? All right, so if your father was from the Caribbean and your mother was...
Don't do that. Just a simple yes or no.
I think there is a case to be made for reparations, yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do I sign, though? So that's great. Me and the ether saying, yo,
that's
let's do
hyperbole.
this.
Like we're just talking. We're having an actual conversation.
Okay.
I don't have a plan, right? They don't want to give reparations. So why would I have a plan, right?
Who's they, though?
The government, the American government.
But you said you didn't vote. There's a lot of people on the left that would actually agree with this.
I don't left, right. I don't deal with none of that shit, bro. When people talk about left, right, to me, it's like you talking to the wrong person. I don't care about none of that shit. You feel me? I don't exist within this system. I have my own system. Everybody talk about, I know Tate talks about the Matrix. Yeah. Yep. People are existing in matrices that they have not created. You can create your own. I have, and I stay in it. I don't care about that, everything else out there. I'm an outlaw. I'm an outlaw for all intents and purposes, right? I live on my own rules. I do what I want to do. I protect myself. I feed myself. I'm the source, the culture, the cultural hub for my family and my community. And that's all I'm worried about. So all these other things, it's not really relevant to me. Democrat, Republican, it's all just goofy. It's just two wings on the same bird. And people really think that these people give a fuck about any of y'all, right? They don't. So you have a very complex system in the United States with all of these codes, all of these rules. All you got to do is go and identify what you need in your life, what you want, and figure out how America can benefit you, and just do it moving. And that's it. I don't really give a fuck about who's in office.
Here's the last question for you. Because I could talk to you literally all day.
For sure.
We just, I'm getting I'm getting this.
Taking it in.
Because these are the important types of conversations I think we need to have, because I think we're going to find common ground on all this. We could probably get into 5 more topics that we're going to disagree,
100%.
agree. I could do this with you all day. We've hung out
Thursday,
5 times, and we've never got... Here's my point. Until that day comes...
What day? What's the day?
The day that these reparations potentially get paid.
Okay.
Until that day comes, you know, young men specifically gotta get out there and make their way in the world just like you did, just like I did.
100%.
Because if you're sitting at home, I can promise you this, sitting at home being like, yo, did that fucking check come yet?
Nobody's doing that though.
No, okay. What can young men do, whether they agree with you or disagree with you or not, to make their way in this world today, in the chaos, the economy, the politics, what's going on, to basically end up like a Mike Rashid without waiting on that check to come in the mail?
I literally have the answers. I literally have the processes. I literally have the systems. These systems and processes and tactics that I have are constantly evolving as the world changes every day. And people that want to adhere to these processes, sacredsociety.io. And that's it. That's all I gotta say.
So, sacredsociety.io, that's where people can find you here?
That's where they can access real sovereignty, real power for themselves.
Mike, dude, I could talk to you all day. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure, man.
I
Thanks
love
for having
it.
me on.
And here's what I'll tell you. And this on a scale of 1 to 10 on an argument, this is a 1.5 for me.
Just a conversation.
Just a conversation and a needed conversation.
Yeah.
Brother, these are the types of conversations that people need to have
not secret.
with their friends. Listen, we got a DEI over here. She's cute. She's adorable. She don't speak no English, so good.
Does she really don't speak English?
No,
She speaks Spanish.
Oh,
I'm just saying, she's from Colombia.
She's like, there's some English.
These are the types of conversations that Republicans and Democrats need to have, that men and women need to have, that blacks and whites need to have, that foreigners and people who are born in this country need to have, because this is how you find the truth. I didn't agree with 100% of what you said, and you didn't agree with 100% of what I said.
Yes, you did.
But we found common ground.
You just can't say it. You can't say it.
I can't say you're a god. I can say you're godly.
You don't have to say it, because look, reality is reality regardless if you want to acknowledge it or not. You feel me?
But dude, I love you, bro. You're
you too,
amazing.
my brother.
Thank you. Are you coming to the vault? Oh, what's the vault? You know what the vault is? The vault is the ultimate event for entrepreneurs to level up their game and learn from the best in the game. Last year, we had Tom Brady and Mike Tyson, and I said to our CEO, Patrick Bet-David, I said, how are we gonna top that? He said, how are we gonna top that? How about The Rock? So this year, Patrick Bet-David went out and got Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he's gonna be there along with PBD, the Biz Doc, and me. Yeah, if you want to join us at the Vault Conference, check out thevaultconference.com. It's going down in West Palm Beach, September 4th through 7th. If you want to make more money, improve your business, and expand your network, you have to be at the Vault. We'll see you there. Oh, you like that? Well, if you want to see more of that, check out this clip right here. And if you want even more, check out this clip right here, only on the SOSCAST.